crafty friends, it's Ellie from Periwinkle Matilda. I'm here to do the craft with me. Let's make a do-si-do style journal. This is going to just be a no theme type of journal, but I am going to be using Tooks Craft Tables digital kits. They're the collaged ones, the vintage collage, and some others. And I will put a link down below in the description box with a link to Tooks Craft Tables Etsy shop. So if you missed the previous video that I did this morning of the do-si-do flip through, I will put the link in the description box for that flip through so that you can see what we'll be making. And this is what we're going to make. So I'm just going to put this aside. Okay, so what you're going to want to do is start with two 10 by 13 inch envelopes, and I did order these off of Amazon. They have them in different colors. For some reason, I went ahead with the white. I think next time if they have a brown, I think I'll probably order a brown. But what you want to do is close up the envelopes. Excuse me, my allergies are really bad today, so I do apologize in advance for clearing my throat. So what I did was I folded them in half. And then I took a piece of 8.5 by 11 paper, folded it in half to get an idea of how big I wanted my cover to be. And I decided that I wanted it to be pretty much the same, maybe 1/8 of an inch bigger this way, and a little teeny bit bigger this way as well. So I will mark it. Where I want to cut it. Then I took my paper cutter, trimmer. I think I'll try to do 2 at a time, which might be a mistake, but we'll try. Let's see what it did. Well, it did a few pieces. Okay. Just be patient with your trimmer. I probably need a new blade on it, and I do have more blades, but for this video, I'll just try to get it done with this one, or not. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, I don't know where I put it. I'll have to look later. I do have more blades. There. Okay. So once we have that, I'm going to glue down all my little flappy bits here. So I hope everyone's doing well today. I have a long 4-day weekend off work, so I'll be crafting and I'm excited. Also, I wanted to mention that there is an exciting collaboration coming up with a lot of top name crafters, so I'm really excited, and it has to do with Christmas. And stay tuned because it will be commencing November 1st, counting down for Christmas, so I will let you all know. Their Craft with Me's. I'll let you all know more about it when the time comes. Pretty excited about it. And my day of crafting will be November 5th. Okay. So once you have that, then what you'll want to do is you'll want to put this on your scoreboard, which, as you know, I don't have one. And you'll want to score 1/4 inch on both sides, on both envelopes, and that'll be your spine. So I'm just going to, since I don't have a scoreboard yet, I'm just going to mark it. That doesn't look right. Oh, that's not right either. Yep, that's right. Okay, so what I do, because I don't have a scoreboard, is I just use my ruler. There we go. Should be using my bone folder. I just want to double check. Yeah, that's good. Now I'll do it on this side. So I hope you're following along. This is a lot of fun to make, and it was inspired by a YouTube crafter named Carol. I don't remember what her last name is. She used cardstock, which you can use cardstock, but I thought it would be nice to use these envelopes because you have your instant pocket in the fronts of your covers. Okay, so now that you have your two pieces, what you'll want to do is find the piece that has the opening, and you'll want to glue shut the top part and one end. If your both sides are open, you'll just want to have one side open. So we will glue down two sides. Like that. So you just have the one side open. And then we'll want to do the same thing on this one. Not very straight there. That's okay. All right. Okay. Then what we're going to do is we're going to reinforce the spine. And I'm going to erase my little pencil mark. And actually, before we do the spine, I think I'll go ahead, because I'm using white envelopes, I will ink up around the front and backs, as well as this area here, although it is going to be covered with fabric to reinforce the spine. So once I ink it up, I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. So I've inked up all around the inside and the outside, and now we're going to reinforce the spine. So you can either use cardstock, or I'm using this bit of card from an Eggo box. It's pretty much like the strength of the card that I have, that I use. So you just want to make it a little bit smaller than the 1/2 inch. So just under a 1/2 inch. And we'll use our paper trimmer. Let's see. There. Try to get it even because it's not straight. Let's see if that works. Not really. Let's measure another. Let's see, I think I will straighten this. Of course, I cut off my lines. I kind of see it. Okay. It's not overly straight, but that's okay. We just want a little bit of reinforcement for the spine. It's a bit wide. Straighten it out a bit. Because that end's a bit wide. Okay. Then we're going to glue this in. Just want to double check that it's fitting. Yep. Okay. Alrighty. So one done. Okay. All right. So then I think what we'll do, I'm doing a little bit different process because when I did it the first time, the prototype, I learned a few things. So I think we'll go ahead and cover the inside with fabric. You could do this after you put the paper down if you want the fabric to cover over top of your paper, but I think for this one I don't want to. Get all the little bitties off. Okay. I'll use my Fabri-Tac. comes out. My last bottle came out too fast. This one just doesn't want to come out. Now it'll probably come out too fast. That's good. Put a little bit on the side. You can use any kind of material. I'm just using some of my scraps up. Right. There we go. I'll wait to do the outside of the spine after we put the paper down. Let's see, where's the piece that I cut? That one. Okay. Make sure you can still fold it. All right. Gonna need a little bit more glue here. All right. So now, our hole opening is here, and our hole opening is on this end, which I think I will probably have to switch that. Yeah. So what I do is I mark an X where the pieces are going to be glued together. I'm going to glue this part down. Actually, I didn't have to do that. Just turn it around. All right. So that's the part that's going to get right. Hold on. That. Where's the opening? There. So I got that wrong again. Alright, that's why the X is important. It really helps you to remember where to glue it. So we're going to glue these ends together. We have our opening here. We have our opening here. And it's going to do-si-do like that. Okay? So let's glue this down. Oh, and I forgot to mention, this is going to be a no-sew project. So those of you that don't sew will be able to do it as well. And you want to be able to place this so that it is very close to the bend, but not right up against it, so that it'll still bend. Like that. Perfect. Okay. So the next step will be to put our papers on our envelope. So we're going to be putting papers on all the ends here. Make this just a little shorter. Yep, that's good. And I'm going to ink it up. Okay, glue it down. Okay. It's okay that it's not straight on this end because I'm going to be covering that up with fabric. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same thing to 5 more places, 5 more sides, and then I'll be back once I've done that. Okay guys, I'm back. So I went ahead and I put the cardstock Tux Papers collaged papers on all the sides. And now what we're going to do is we're going to put the fabric on the outside of the spines. Yep, I think that should be enough. There we go. So the fabric is just going to reinforce the spines. Okay, so that's that one. So now we'll do this one. It's not going to be wide enough, so I'll get another piece. It's good. Glue it down. I think I got all the edges. All right. So here's what we have so far of our Do-Si-Do journal. We have a pocket in the front. It opens up. We're going to put a signature here. Put a signature here. And it's going to flip over. There's a pocket here. We're going to put a signature here, and we're going to be putting pockets, and we're going to be making the journaling tags that go in the pockets. So stay tuned for the next craft with me. It will probably be tomorrow. And thank you for spending some time with me today crafting. Have a great rest of your day. Stay safe, be well, and bye-bye, friends.